It's Scott here from Rebellious Noise. I'm here with Finch. How you guys doing?
Hello.
Good, man. Thanks for having us.
No problem. Thanks for being here. Could you just introduce yourselves, say what you do in the band, that kind of stuff?
I'm Nate. I sing in the band Finch.
Yeah, Grizzly and I play guitar.
Nice. Birth name Grizzly?
Yes.
Yeah, nice.
Weird, right?
That is,
cool parents,
well, it
bro.
depends where you're coming from, you know?
He came out with a beard, too.
Yeah.
Really?
So
Oh, that
why.
makes a lot of sense.
That's
I
actually-
can No.
No, that's true.
Come on, man. Wait. Oh, it's true.
No. Well, you know what? Like, the truth is I started shaving when I was 8.
Okay.
That's true.
really?
That's true, yeah.
very
He started like that as well. I've known this guy for years. And he's like way too young. Like, it made me jealous for a long time. Only recently have I been like, I'm a man. You know, like,
I'm a man too.
Yeah, exactly. All right, enough about facial hair. Let's talk about the band. Right, so we'll start off with a big thing that kind of happened in the band's career. Obviously, you guys had a break for a while.
A couple, yeah.
Yeah. So let's go back to the 2010 kind of main breakup type thing.
Sure.
Let's not get into any kind of bad
dig
stuff.
up some
We don't
bones?
have to
Let's dig
bring
'em
up-
up.
We don't have to do that. Let's talk about the good stuff. So, I mean, you guys started to come back with doing the 10th anniversary show, right?
Yeah.
Which kind of seemed to turn into 2, turn into 3. So what happened? Like, did you get a bug and you were just like, you know what? I missed this.
Yeah, I think for me, it was Brixton.
Okay.
We played Brixton. I was like,
Yeah.
I don't want to
Yeah,
stop.
this means something.
Yeah. It was just too much fun.
Just seeing that many people were still
Yeah.
into it and would come out
Yeah,
to a
yeah,
show,
yeah.
we're like, well, maybe we should expand it and see how far we can take it. Because
Yeah,
a lot
yeah.
of people are still into that record.
So, I mean, talking about that record, obviously that is the one that kind of went insane for you guys, you know.
Yeah.
So, obviously set you guys off. Doing the 10th anniversary show, like, so you guys played the whole album, is that how
Start
you
to
did
end,
it?
yeah. Every
So,
note.
I mean, that is kind of getting a very popular thing at the moment. Back then it wasn't so popular. It's only the past few years started to build up.
Trendsetters.
There you go.
Yeah,
So,
I feel like right when we were doing that, a lot of bands started doing that as well, like right after.
Right, yeah.
Not saying we started anything, but yeah, it seemed like we were doing something kind of cool and special,
Yeah.
and then everyone started doing it. So it was like, well, shit, are we part of some sort of bandwagon?
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
did we just pigeonhole ourselves?
I mean, I think it's
but it was
amazing.
fun.
It's such a
Yeah.
cool thing, like especially for the die-hard fan, obviously. You know,
Yeah.
we were covering the Papa Roach gig a while ago. They did Infest, the full album.
What was that, like
And
the 20-year anniversary?
It was the 15th year anniversary,
Yeah.
and like I went to it, really enjoyed it. We were covering it, like I said, and it was strange. We were doing we have a show called the Q&A. We interview people outside the gigs, trying to get a feel what they're feeling, and that kind of stuff. A lot of people were like really excited because it wasn't that known. We kind of broke the news in a way, and some people were a bit like, "Oh no, am I gonna hear stuff I know?" You know. So after that, they did play. You know, a couple
Okay,
of hits
cool.
on the other albums as well.
Yeah.
What do you think of those kind of shows? Like, do you think they should stick straight to the album, or are you cool with kind of spinning out some other classics as well?
I think as long as if you're gonna advertise, we're playing a whole record.
Yeah.
You know, like play the record.
As long as you
that's
do
fine,
that
but
bit.
like, I don't think there's anything wrong with spanning out and playing other songs as well. 'Cause
Yeah.
It's like, I know from a fan's standpoint, it's awesome to hear your favorite record.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But from a band standpoint, it's like they want to show you what they got. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
true.
So it's like, and they're proud of other songs too that
Mm.
aren't just on this one record that they
Yeah.
want to play. So it's fun for the band to also expand out and show them new material or material that they're proud of other than that one record.
Right.
So it's kind of like you gotta bear with the band that
Yeah.
like if they want to do more other than that or include it in it. And I guess some of the bands don't even play the record in sequence either. I've seen bands play. They're like, we're gonna play the whole record, but they play it out of sequence.
Okay,
You know
right,
what I mean?
yeah.
Which, that's cool too. You just gotta kind of bear with the band because they have needs too. You know what I mean?
That should be a T-shirt.
Yeah.
like, how did it feel when you guys were doing that? Like, did it feel strange being like, wait a minute, this is great on an album, but will it work live in the order that it was on the album? Did that feel natural, or did it
Yeah,
feel weird?
that felt right to me. Like,
Yeah.
And it you know, when we started playing like some more stuff, you know, like we started adding some Sunshine stuff and like some other
Right.
new stuff, it almost started to seem weird playing, like starting to mix up the order of it. We started like kind of grouping for a while at least, like
Yeah.
those particular burns. I'm like, oh well, these three just kind of work so well together.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
yeah, it was nice going from from beginning to end, and then you didn't. We saved so much money not printing out set lists for so long. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, every penny helps, right?
Yeah, we knew.
So, what was the difference between that and the first time you had a little bit of a hiatus, and you kind of started writing new material again, and then you stopped, I guess? And what was the difference the second time round?
The first time I feel like it was more of a we were starting from like absolute ground zero, where it was like, what is going on with us now? Like, should we do sunshine stuff? Should we do burn stuff?
Yeah.
Like, let's just write the craziest thing we can ever think of. And like, things just started getting kind of mixed up. So like, we wrote a bunch of new material, and it was weird, man. Like, there's a lot of songs that I liked from.
Did you use
batch.
any of it? Or
No, they got leaked on the internet, though, and so they're out there. Some of them are really bad, and some of them are like okay, and I'm kind of proud of a few of them. But a lot of them are just whatever. But the second time around, it is more like I feel like we kind of cleared our minds, because we didn't announce anything. We're not like, we're going to make a new record. We were just like, let's see what happens. Let's try this. So we just all kind of cleared our minds. We came in with new, fresh stuff, and basically rebuilt the band into what it is now with a new record, which is what we should have done the first time, but we didn't. We were so frazzled and burnt, and like trying to do something that was just probably not going to happen. So I think that was the difference. It was just, we just let go and just said, let the band do its thing. You know?
Not trying to force anything.
Yeah.
I mean, like you're saying, Grizzly, like when you played Brixton, then you start to feel like this is different. This means something. We're going to go somewhere with this. And it's like a natural thing, you know. I'm sure going into that gig itself, you probably wasn't thinking, let's carry on. You know, I'm sure you were.
Yeah, I mean, we were all having fun, and then we played Brixton. And it was just like, let's see what happens. You know, like we're also feeling so positive. Let's see if like we can get that third record. You know, and it was like sort of like, let's make no promises. Let's not announce it. Let's just, you know.
Yeah, because once it's out there, it's out there.
So we didn't say anything for a while.
And we didn't say anything.
I'm surprised you're saying it now. You still got along with it. We don't know what this is. Like, it's like getting with a girl, and you're like, I don't know if I want a relationship.
I think as soon as we started feeling like an album was taking shape, and we're like, okay, this is gonna actually happen. Like, let's tell people. And I think we played like a new song live, and
it went down well.
Yeah, it went really well. So
nice.
Yeah, we played Back to Oblivion. Actually.
Okay, yeah.
Played in LA. And
we're speaking of Back to Oblivion, obviously the latest album. What did it feel like writing that album? Because like you said, you're coming from a different place this time around. So I'm guessing new experiences about the breakup and about getting back together and that kind of stuff, and obviously life experience that you've had in the past. You know, the 10 years between the first album. Yeah. But what was that like?
Maturity in general. I mean, I don't know if it's specific to the band per se. It's just us as people. We all kind of just grew up, and we're just like playing music again, and we're all coming from a more adult place. You know, like where the first record was very juvenile in the sense that like we were so young when we wrote it, and it connects with people, and that's great.
Yeah.
And, like, you know, we still connect to those songs when
we're
singing them, but it's just
in a different way.
In a different way, yeah. It's all kind of different. So we took it. I think we started at a better place than before, where we're just like fresh, new, and adult, and grown up, and see what we can do. You know, see what we're made of.
Nice. Is it going down well? You enjoying this thing?
Yeah.
I hope so. This isn't all fake, you know. But yeah, so how people responding generally?
Really well, I think. Like, especially over here, like we fly into songs like Two Guns to the Temple or something like that, and it seems to be like a crowd favorite. Or we play like Play Dead, and it seems to be like almost just as well like accepted as playing Ink or Sonic Meat or any of that sort of stuff. So it's cool. UK crowd's always a lot better.
I was going to say. I wasn't going to say that. It's a bit up ourselves.
Well, they're more willing to listen to like new stuff.
It's like you hear a lot about bands saying coming to the UK or Europe in general is that they get like crazy crowds and this kind of stuff, and I think it's because maybe crowds feel disconnected for a long time because
I thought it's just because you guys get so pissed all the time.
That as well. Yeah, most people put it down to that. I'm trying to look for a reason. But I think like the audience gets starved because it's not so simple, as you guys know, to come all the way over here to do a couple shows.
Yeah.
It's not like just jumping on a plane and let's see what we can do.
Right.
You know, a little bit easier near your hometown, you know, than it is doing this. So, so going back to your old stuff, Letters to You.
Heard it before.
You heard of it?
Yeah.
You
Heard
guys
of
have created, like me and a guy over here, we were talking on the train. You created the 2 a.m. dude drunk, like, I'm gonna lay it all out song. Like the amount of clubs that we've been to where people kind of go into themselves and just scream the songs to themselves. And it's like, you look around at 2 a.m., people are like hanging off the bar, and it's like, right? So you've created something special.
Pick up your phone and start drunk dialing.
Yeah, that is it, man. Like, you've created something special there. So you should be proud. Like, not only does it go down well in the crowds, but you need to know it goes down well in the clubs in a completely different way. You know.
How many times have you called an ex whilst it's playing and just sing her the lyrics?
I'm not going to own up to it,
Right.
but I've seen plenty of guys do it, plenty of friends do it.
Oh my God.
But mate, you've created something special there. You know, you should be proud of that. That should be up there with the album sales. I'm telling you.
That's good to know.
yeah. I thought someone's probably never told you it like
No,
this. So
I've
I'm going to
never
bring
heard
it to you
that
like that.
Never heard that before.
That's the way it is. Yeah, cool. So we're gonna wrap up here. Thanks for your time. But what we'll lead into our last question is, if you could replace yourself in the band, just yourself. Let's not get into arguments here. Then we're like, oh, I need it.
Wait, can I replace him?
No, you
replace
have
me?
to replace yourself.
Oh.
Only yourself.
Okay.
Let's keep it cool.
I was going to say Scott Stapp.
Oh, really?
I'm just kidding. No, I'm totally joking. I was talking about Creed earlier. It was
He plays PRSs, that's why he said that.
Okay. So, okay, let's stick to ourselves. Who would you replace yourself with? Even if it's one more gig, like you can't make it, one more gig, someone's got to take your place.
Scott Weiland when he was on point.
Yo, Scott Weiland when he's fucked up on heroin.
Yeah.
Scott Weiland now.
Cool. Scott Weiland. Nice.
I think I'd probably pick. Oh, such a good question. Only because he's just as big as a dick as I am, but Beckham Glassjaw.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
We, big dicks unite.
Nice.
Big dicks unite.
That is the header.
I'm not talking about this. Not talking about that.
Cool. Well, thanks, guys. At least we know who's going to take your place if some kind of you both get come down with something tonight and you bet some dodgy kebabs or something. We know.
If I get a dodgy kebab, I would not bet that Scott Weiland would show up.
Somehow it's like
guarantee that he will not show up for the show.
You never know. Anyway, thanks for the interview, guys. It's been a pleasure chatting to you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.